We begin with the story of one man's love for his family, a love that lasted long after he was gone. Michael Rowe was an active 46-year-old contractor, husband, and father when his health suddenly took a turn for the worse.
In April of '96, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and it came real quick. Basically, we were told that, he had about maybe 6 months to a year to live.
Michael and Cindy Lou had 2 boys, Jacob and Brian, and a daughter, Caitlin. And he was, by all accounts, a wonderful father.
You giving Daddy a hug?
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice, Katie. I like it when you give me hugs.
Michael was a real, genuine, deep kind of person. He's a real soft, loving, kind-hearted man. He was a real good communicator.
Love you.
In an effort to communicate the love he felt for his family, Michael spent his final days writing each of them a letter, putting down on paper his deepest feelings.
It took a lot from him because he couldn't just sit and write like he used to be able to write. It took a lot of time for him to get those letters out.
Katie Lou, of all of my children, you will live longest without a dad. There isn't anything I wouldn't do to have the privilege of being there for you as you grow up. I carry you with me in my heart. Your father who loves you deeply, Daddy.
He was very emotional towards the end. He cried a lot and he laughed a lot. I think that really helped us tremendously.
So, here's the deal. I want you to come visit me in my dreams.
Cindy Lou had her own idea of how Michael could continue to communicate with her.
I asked him several times to come and visit me in my dreams, and he was raised a little differently than I was. And he always would smile and he'd always say,
I will if I can, okay? I will if I can.
Deal.
By Halloween, Michael's struggle was nearing its end. He was unconscious, yet Cindy Lou continued to reassure him that they were prepared for him to go.
You've done so good.
everything was taken care of. You know, he'd taken care of the kids, and we were going to be fine.
It's okay for you to go. I love you.
And I really did what I could do to ease his mind and let him know that he could let go and surrender and leave.
But Michael continued to hang on.
As the day went on, I just really could see that he was just getting, you know, really labored breathing. Finally, it was evident that it was just minutes away, and I said, "Where are the boys?" Because the boys had gone to school that day, and I hadn't thought about them all day. But suddenly, as I realized that Michael was near the end of his life, I suddenly really wanted them to be there. Just at that moment, the neighbor dropped them off. And they just dropped their backpacks and went straight to see their father, which was really remarkable because it was really hard for them being 10 and 11 and seeing your dad like that.
How was he? It won't be long now. I love you.
They each had a chance to get up on the bed and hug him and tell him they loved him. Right after they left, he died. I mean, it was within minutes.
Cindy Lou was left with the difficult task of telling the boys that their father was gone.
They were both out there kicking a ball around.
Hey, guys. Hi, Mom. Daddy died.
You could tell they didn't know what to feel or what to think.
But I want you to know he held on because he wanted to say goodbye to you, too.
I said, he was waiting for you guys. He really held out till you got home from school, and that's so special.
love you guys.
Love you.
Several months later, Cindy Lou experienced a strange dream concerning her dead husband.
We were at the swimming pool, and Michael was with his cancer.
Honey,
Yeah?
do I look all right?
You look good.
He was feeling self-conscious, and I was kind of being nurturing and encouraging to him, kind of the way it felt while he was sick towards the end. And then suddenly he said,
What about this?
and he had a penny right in the center of his chest, and it was kind of flush with his skin.
Think I should try to take it out?
I don't think so. I think you ought to leave it there. Might bring you good luck.
Okay.
That was pretty much the dream, and I wrote it down, but I didn't remember it.
But what did it mean? Was Michael sending his wife a message from beyond, or was her dream nothing more than a dream? The answers when It's a Miracle continues. Prior to his death in 1996, Michael Rowe took the time to write each of his loved ones a personal message. But his wife, Cindy Lou, wanted more. She suggested that after he died, he continue to come to her in her dreams. And several months later, she had a very vivid one. Michael approached her by a pool, concerned about his looks, and a penny lodged in the center of his chest. When she woke, Cindy Lou was so moved and intrigued by what she'd dreamt that later that day she called her best friend, Gloria Rill, to discuss it.
I was just at home, and Cindy called and told me about this dream that she'd seen Michael in, and there was a penny on his chest.
Isn't that weird?
It was a strange dream to hear about.
Yeah, I wonder what it means.
As the weeks went by, both Cindy Lou and Gloria forgot about the dream. And then something strange started happening.
I started seeing pennies all over. It just started to increase. Every day I'd see more and more. And it'd always be one penny by itself right in the center of my field of vision. I tried to ignore it. I mean, I just kept going about my business for a while. Finally, it was happening so much I could not ignore it any longer. You know, I was seeing like 12, 14 pennies a day.
And yet, with more and more pennies turning up every day, Cindy Lou had still not made the connection. And then, at the start of summer, 1997.
I was preparing to leave to go to our summer home. I just had this whole remembrance of the dream and the connection. My whole body tingled. It was really a strong experience. It just felt like a real strong message for me of hope and connection. I was so excited I went and called Gloria right after that.
Hello? Gloria? Hi.
She called me again when she realized the connection between the dream and the pennies.
I wonder, do you think?
Yeah.
And so she was very excited about that, and you know, it was like everything made sense. I think that her finding the pennies was a reassurance of Michael's love for her. I think that there was something greater than just Michael and Cindy at work. What it did for her, I think, was give her a sense that there's something more than just, you know, life on the surface.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hello, dear.
I love you.
I love you too. Immensely.
Michael Rowe had spent his final days on Earth trying to communicate the incredible love he felt for his family. Had he gone a step farther and answered his wife's request that he communicate with her in dreams? No one can say for sure, but for Cindy Lou Rowe, the pennies have their own special meaning.
We had real traditional wedding vows, which include, until death do we part. And if I was to get married again, I would leave that part out because I really have learned through this experience that Michael is still with me. And I have a real strong conviction about that.